Well, it's good to be here. For ones of you that don't know me, which maybe most of you do, it's good to see you all. A lot of new faces. I've really enjoyed it. I am Samuel Fisher from Indiana. If that means anything to you, it might not. But we don't mean anything to some people. But that's not really what matters. It's whether we mean something to God where we're at there. Christian had asked me to share a dream, which I had shared yesterday with a couple. They were talking. And it was an inspiring little dream I had. I believe dreams can come, some dreams can come because of the things we do. Things we're involved in, just everyday things. The Bible talks about that. In the multitude of business, there's dreams. So some are not really spiritual dreams, they're just you dream about what you got going on. Circulates in your mind while you're sleeping, and you dream about it. But then there's other dreams that need an interpretation. It's not clear without an interpretation. And then there are some dreams that are just the way it is. It's just showing what's going on. It doesn't need no interpretation. Well, this one, I don't know for sure what it means, but a few of us, myself and a couple more of our group, which was our oldest boy and a couple of my nephews were with me, plus one or two of the adult men. And we had gone into a place which I have no idea where it was. It was just a place where it was a tribe or a village or something where they were hostile to the gospel. And so we intended to go in there and maybe reach them for the Lord with the gospel. And we knew that I had known that they were really hostile people. They had killed many missionaries, and they didn't only kill them, they liked to get the meanest treatment out of them before they killed them. Oh, is that better? Okay. So, I was aware of this, but I didn't know how we'll make out. We just went. So we, soon after we were there, about midday or something like that, the afternoon, they were figuring out what we were there for, what our intent was, what our motive was. And so they weren't very happy about it. They decided, they got together in a meeting, and they were gonna have talk us out what they're gonna do with us. So I knew what they were planning to do. They were planning to shoot the boys because they didn't think it necessary to torture them. They're just young and innocent. But us, 2 or 3 of us older ones, they were going to capture us and torture us to the extreme extent and then kill us. So I told the rest of them that were with me, I said, you have an opportunity to leave right now if you want to. This is what they're going to do to you. They're planning to shoot you boys, and I told the boys, if they want to leave and go home, they can. And escape this. They don't have to stay here for this. Because that's their plan. And, well, they didn't know what to do. And I can say for myself, there was a little bit of fear there. I wasn't quite sure what to do. It wasn't like something where the Lord had told me to go and I knew exactly that's what we're supposed to do. It wasn't quite that way. It's wonderful we have that, but we don't always have that. So there was a little bit of, should we stay? What should we do? But a thought came to me right in the dream that we're supposed to reckon ourselves dead. And I thought, well, if we do that, If I'm dead, they can't make me any deader. So, this was all a dream. So I thought, well, if I'm just really dead, and I consider myself dead, the fear of death can't threaten me. It can't weaken me. So I told the boys, the rest of them, they were wondering, they were kind of looking to me. I was the oldest one there. They were looking, what are we going to do? Well, I said for myself, I believe I'm just going to stick it out. We might get killed for this, but I'm just going to stick it out. So, seeing that their meeting was about to break up, they were getting their guns ready. I thought, well, if I'm going to be killed for this, they're at least going to hear a gospel message before I get killed. So, I started speaking out, and we were not going to just die without a voice. And the boys got some singing going on and piano, and they got some music going on. And here they come with their guns, and they're after the boys to kill the boys. They're ready to shoot them down. Well, the boys, they ran off, kind of ducked and through a building, and they were shooting at them, but it wasn't working very well. They weren't. For some reason, it didn't seem like they were able to hit them. And I noticed that it seems like it's God's hand is working on our behalf there, because for some reason they just weren't able to hit well. And then I think one of them's gun's jammed up, and he looked at his gun and he holds it up here and he's like confused. He doesn't know what's going on. And about that time I realized that the boys were all chased away from the piano, and the music was still going.
Wow!
The piano was still going, as if somebody was playing it. And there was music coming through, songs coming through, and I listened a little bit and I thought, well, that's our congregation at home. Our congregation's singing from at home is coming through that loudspeaker over there. And it was very, very clear. And about that time, they were starting to notice their guns weren't working, and then they look over there and they're like, what is going on? Nobody's there. Then the singing's coming through, and they didn't know what's going on. It was a supernatural thing. They thought they had chased everybody away, and they had. And it emboldened us. We were getting more and more encouraged, seeing this, and they were getting less. They didn't know what to do. They were getting confused about it, not sure what to do about the thing. And I either thought it or said it, that, well, we might get through this alive. And about that time I woke up.
Wow.
So, one thing it did for me, which was a great encouragement, is sometimes I struggled with just moving out, not having a specific leading, just knowing that it's for sure of the Lord. I can have confidence when I know it's Him. When He's told me so, when it's clear, when I've had some kind of direction or dream or a revelation of something. But sometimes to venture out when you don't know, should you still stand? What should you do in a time like that? Should you just get away because you don't know it's of God? And it just encouraged me in that area. Just take your stand. Sometimes we just have to take the stand first, and then we see the glory. So that was the reason.